just proud of our kids tonight. Really proud of the way they finished it out. We've been here before a couple times and hadn't been able to find a way to make enough winning plays down the stretch in a couple of other games. And something that we've talked a lot about with our team in regards to making winning plays down the stretch, which is taking care of the ball, defending, rebounding, making shots you're supposed to make. I thought tonight they did a great job of that. I thought the defensive effort for the full 40 minutes was really, really good. I thought they really dug in, really got after it, made it tough for them to do a lot of the things that they were trying to do. And just really proud of the way that they were able to find a way to finish this thing out and get a win I feel like that's well-deserved for them.
Yeah, and congratulations, by the way, that first career win here. In terms of just the macro level of it, what did you feel like went into the first win as a head coach here?
Well, I think everything goes into it. I mean, it's you don't just win on game day, in my opinion. You win in everything leading up to game day. And so preparation, obviously, then we use trust the process a lot in our program. And, as soon as you start skipping steps in the process and you start what we would say not honoring the game and not honoring the process is when you kind of struggle. So just kind of trusting the process day in and day out. And like I challenge the kids with, it's not always going to go your way. So just getting them to buy into the way that we want to do things, how we want to play, how we want to be, what kind of a team we want to be. You heard Walker use the word connection a couple of times. That's a big, big word in our program. We want to be a connected team from player 1 to player 16, and whether we're on the floor or off the floor, we want to be a connected team in the locker room and a connected team out of the locker room. And so all of those things on a macro level to me are what gets you to game day. And then obviously when you get to game day, then you got to find a way to put it all together. And then the physical skills of playing basketball kind of come into play. But to me, I don't think you can be a championship team on the floor if you're not a championship team in the locker room. And that's something we really focus on.
And then for you, anything, from that first year as an associate here, compared to Mayville State, was there anything from that first year as an associate that sticks out, when you look at these first 5 games thinking, I didn't really, take that into consideration as much, or that stuck out to you, just as much as it did, the first 5 games?
Well, I learned a lot last year. I really did. Obviously, going from Mayville at the NAI level to here, I did. I learned a lot. Coach Mal taught me an awful lot about what it takes to kind of compete at this level and what it takes to be successful at this level. And so that's something that I'm very grateful for that year that I had last year. One of the things I said in my press conference that I really truly mean is the game, though. I mean, teaching the game and coaching the game is coaching the game and teaching the game. And motivating players is motivating players, whether we're at Mayville State or whether we're at UND. They're still 18 to 22-year-olds who have a desire to be a part of something bigger than themselves and want to be challenged every day by coaches that love them and care about them. And I feel like that's how we did it at Mayville State. That's how we're going to do it here. And I'm proud of the way that they kind of stayed together. And so last year, we worked through some things last year that kind of we had to navigate through, just like we kind of did this year. What I'm most proud of this year is they stayed together. They really, truly stayed together, and you could see that for the full 40 minutes as we were playing tonight.
And then, today specifically, what did you like about the look you guys were given defensively? And, obviously it worked out well. You guys were able to shut down.
We guarded with a tremendous amount of toughness.
Yeah.
I mean, we take pride in that. I mean, we have guys that show up here every day, and we kind of beat on them a little bit, and they walk away kind of limping around a little bit and have some soreness on their bodies because we guard. I mean, we want to guard hard. We want to guard physical. We want to rebound the ball. We like to dictate kind of how we want things to go. Tonight it was like really, really working hard at pressuring the ball and trying to take them out of stuff that they're trying to do. And we talk a lot about it. I mean, championship teams defend. They do. They defend and they rebound. They truly do. And it can't just be, a situation where you're going to compete conveniently. You need to compete consistently. And defensively, you can compete consistently for 40 minutes. I thought we did that tonight. We had a couple of breakdowns a little bit. I thought fatigue factored in. We let some kids run probably a little bit longer than we probably should have. But ultimately, I thought we defended with great toughness tonight.
And then offensively, too, they come away with 14 steals. A couple of breakdowns there, like you said, where, it's just unforced errors. But in terms of determination in that sense, battling through that to not let that get out of hand, at least on the defensive side of things, what did you like about that? And then in terms of battling through that on offense and stick-to-itiveness and just being able to fight through it.
Taking care of the ball, I mean, is, again, I hate to keep using championship teams, but good teams take care of the ball. They just don't turn it over. I mean, we're a good defensive team, but we don't want to have to show that as much as we do, obviously, by turning the ball over. So we do have to value the ball. We talk a lot about that, and we got to find a way we just call it tighten the screws a little bit offensively by taking care of the ball, having a little bit more sureness with the ball. You could see when we do, I think we get good looks. Walker had great looks on the block tonight, and eventually we went down there enough in the third quarter that you could see things on the perimeter started to open up a little bit more. We were able to knock down some shots. We've been struggling to shoot a little bit. I think we were 4 for 9 behind the arc in the second half, and that obviously does make a big difference because it does make teams come out a little bit more, which opens up the block just a little bit more. So, but we do have to value the ball. I mean, we're scoring points and we're turning it over. And if we can limit those turnovers, I think we can score more. And I really think that this team can guard. I really do. We just have to be able to value the ball offensively so we can make shots. And obviously, taking care of the ball. If you're ahead, it keeps you ahead. Obviously, if you're behind, it allows you to come back.
And then lastly here, you've been a head coach in basketball for a long time, but how interesting is it maybe now to go through and have a first again and be able to kind of start that process over? And, what sticks out from your first win at Mayville State compared to your first win here?
Goodness gracious, I can hardly remember what I did last week, let alone what I did that long ago. You're going to make me think back. Listen, this is all about the kids. I'm not going to lie to you. What I learned through this stretch with us right here is that when you stay connected and you stay together as a team, okay, you'll eventually work your way through it. That's what I try to challenge them with. There are days that I come in and I'm hard on them because I believe they're fracturing. And then there's days that they're together and you're putting your arm around them, telling them that's the way to go. To me, what I'm proud of with this group is that they stay together. That, a lot of teams might have fractured. We have a great phrase in our program. We say, if you want to go see a team that's lost 4 games in a row. You'll find out if they're really a team. Okay? And I felt like while we were working through this stretch, we were staying together. That's a testament to our leadership. It truly is a testament to Mackenzie, to Walker, to Michaela, to Skylar, the kids that we asked to lead this group. That is a testament to them keeping this team connected as we work through it and obviously getting to this point today.
It's been a great experience so far. I've had him for obviously the last 3 years. I'm going on my 4th. So we've developed a great relationship since my freshman year. You probably would not believe that I'm the same person or that he's the same person since that age. But it really is special that I get to do it with him. We both came from Mayville State and then NAI school. So just moving to this division and getting to have that first win together is super special.
And then, for this team and for you especially tonight too, really disciplined at the line and, being able to come up with those key points there. What have you guys worked on as a team to kind of just make sure that stays consistent and, from the free throw line, it's been really consistent for you this year?
One of our goals for every game is to win the free throw game. So we do shoot a lot of free throws at practice. But yeah, that's like a big spot for us. We play hard. We attack downhill. So that's obviously part of our game, trying to get to the line. So we feel pretty confident, and that's just why we keep going down and going up strong.
And then, obviously pretty unique atmosphere today. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you feel like
I can't say I've ever been in a gym that loud, honestly. They were loud when there was only like 3 schools there and they were all chanting UND, so I was just very interested to see what it was going to sound like when all the schools were there. But when we came out for starting lineups, it was awesome. It was an awesome atmosphere. I hope that they had a great time at the game because I know that we all really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think we talk about all the time. Winning is hard. It's not something that you can take lightly, and I think I'm just really proud of the team I'm with and the fact that we kept persevering through challenges. We never stopped working. We were doing extra shooting workouts in the gym, and we really stuck together. So I think that's what brought the win today.
And then today specifically, you got, obviously you get 7 points pretty quickly there, and then it kind of shut down a little bit in terms of both sides. It was pretty defensively based there, but what were they just giving you looks wise that maybe stifled you guys a little bit? They had like 14 something steals, something like that, but you guys were able to push through it. Where did you just feel like you guys were able to push through offensively there?
Yeah, I just think about practice and the way practices are laid out. We've really been focusing on finishing a game and putting 4 quarters together, and I think we were able to do that today, so that's what helped us.
And then, specifically with that, the 4th quarter, it was, finally you guys were able to just finish some of those plays and it, increase the score there. But, what, in terms of as a team, what did you like from the rest of your teammates in terms of, being able to be there for you, especially it seemed like you had a couple of good assists there in the 3rd quarter, and then, just being able to, like you said, finish out a game. What did you feel like everybody else brought to the table?
Yeah, I feel like it was pure determination. I mean, obviously we've talked about this for a while, and we definitely came out there with a different look defensively, and we wanted to get stops, and offense came along with it. And I think it always starts on defense, and the connection that we had on defense led us to having a connection on offense too. And I'm super proud of those girls.